putting an end to identity politics. This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.
Greetings and salutations. You are tuning into the Disgruntled Millennial portion of the Kevin Jackson Radio Show. You can get me at Shaq General on Twitter. You can get me at the Disgruntled Millennial on Facebook. There's a lot of stuff going on my Facebook, on the Disgruntled Millennial Facebook. I always broadcast to you live from my safe space down here in Northern Florida, where I'm always free from your bigotry, racism, hatred, microaggressions, and patriarchy. Unfortunately, I haven't been free from Democrat wieners, people who are Democrats in power who just cannot keep their penises in their pants. They just can't do it. They cannot do it. For some reason, we get to hear about patriarchy all day long, about how Donald Trump is a sexist and he grabbed him by the puss. But then we have audio coming out. We have allegations coming out of people who, it is undeniably so that Harvey Weinstein acted inappropriately at the very least, kidnapped and raped and sexually harassed at very worst, and basically we just get a bunch of crocodile tears from the left. But you know what? Nothing is as visceral as listening to the audio itself. So we have some found audio of Harvey Weinstein being a creep.
I'm telling you right now.
What do we have to do here?
Nothing. I'm going to take a shower. You sit there and have a drink. Water.
Don't drink. Can I stay on the bar?
No, you must come here now.
No.
Please.
No, I don't want to.
I'm not doing anything with you. You're embarrassing me.
I'm sorry. I cannot. No, yesterday was a kind of aggressive for me. I need to know a person to be touched.
I won't do a thing.
I don't.
Do a thing, please. I swear I won't. Just sit with me. Don't embarrass me in the hotel.
No. I don't want to. I don't feel comfortable with this. Oh, don't embarrass me. Don't embarrass me, you. Just sit here. Don't embarrass me in the hotel. Don't embarrass me at all. No, I just don't feel like it. I don't want to. Look, just sit down. 5 minutes. Come on, just 5 minutes. Whatever happened to no means no? This is one of those guys who thinks no means yes, and yes means butt sex. This is how entitled and bullying this man is. He cannot take no for an answer.
Here all the time.
I
sit
know,
with me,
but I don't want to.
Please sit there. Please. 1 minute.
No,
I ask
can't.
you. Go to the bathroom.
Please, I don't want to do something I don't want
Go to the bathroom. Come here. Listen to me.
I want to go downstairs.
I'm not going to do it. Then you'll never see me again after this. Okay? That's it. If you embarrass me in this hotel.
I'm not embarrassing you. It's just that I don't feel comfortable.
I mean, don't have a fight with me.
It's not nice.
Please, I'm not going to do anything. I swear, my children. Please come in. On everything. I'm a famous guy.
No. I don't want to. I don't feel comfortable. I don't want to do anything I don't feel comfortable with. Come on. I'm a famous guy. That's going to make it different, right? I'm going to pull up my penis right now. I'm going to start masturbating right in front of you, and you're going to be okay with it because I'm a famous guy. Come on. Don't you want to be my friend? You don't want me to not be your friend. Trust me, you'll never see me again. You'll never work in Hollywood.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now.
Please come in now. And 1 minute. And if you want to leave when the guy comes with my jacket,
Yesterday you touched my breast.
Please, I'm sorry. Just come on. I'm used to that. Come on.
Are you used to that?
Yes, come in.
No, but I'm not used to
I
that.
won't do it again. Come on. Sit here. Sit here for a minute, please.
No, I don't want to.
If you do this now, you will embarrass me. I know. They will call me again. Okay? I'm sorry. I promise you I won't do anything.
I know, but yesterday was too
The
much
guy's
for me.
coming. I will never do another thing to you. 5 minutes. Don't ruin your friendship with me for 5 minutes.
I know, but it's kind of like, it's too much for me. I can't.
Please, you're making a big scene here.
No,
Please.
but I want to leave.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
David Mamet once said in one of his plays that sound is the crown jewel of all phenomena. More than sight, more than smell, but sound. Sound is the crown jewel of all phenomena. I tend to agree. That's one of the things that got me into audio. I just love sound. And when I hear sound like that, it makes me absolutely sick to my stomach, and thankful that there are so many neat recording devices where we can catch these creeps red-handed. We can catch them doing their dirty business. Ann Coulter weighed in on this whole Harvey Weinstein business. And of course, Ann Coulter is the object of leftist ire. Let's hear what she has to say about this. You know, considering what the leftists say about people like Ann Coulter and about conservatives, you would think that Ann Coulter is going to come out and say something like, ooh, we just love this institutional sexism. You go, Harvey Weinstein. You go, patriarchy. We just love this patriarchy. We love this kind of stuff, right? That's what you would expect Ann Coulter to say, considering what the leftists like to make of her. Let's actually listen to what she actually did say.
Doesn't it make you wonder how many fabulous actresses never got their chance and are still waitressing someplace because they did not avail themselves of the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to watch Harvey Weinstein shower or touch that repulsive flesh of his? And how many actresses, are huge stars because they were willing to do so?
Ashley Judd, Glenn Close, Meryl Streep. You know that whole thing where you cough and then you say something to be sarcastic? I think we should separate it. Meryl Streep, Ashley Judd, Glenn Close. Just so we're clear on who has been propagating this culture of secrecy in Hollywood.
Moreover, if there were, as with, Anthony Weiner, if he had been donating to Republicans, well, I'm sure you had made this point, but for Pete's sake, every Democrat in the country would be asked to disavow Harvey Weinstein, to send the money back, and not to just say, oh, I'm going to repurpose it to this other organization, which is apparently what they're now finally doing. When Todd Aiken, someone no one had ever heard of, made an awkward remark about abortion, very bad for Republicans, there wasn't a Republican on the face of the earth who wasn't asked about it. It was an election year. Romney had to respond to that. Didn't Anthony Weiner actually work for Chuck Schumer? Where the cameras? And of course, all the money that was accepted
Chuck Schumer
by
was
Schumer.
his mentor. Everybody describes Chuck Schumer as Anthony Weiner's mentor. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and I'm sorry I keep flashing between the two of them, but it's basically the same case. Chuck Schumer and Hillary Clinton also got loads of money from Harvey Weinstein. Why are reporters not camped out on Hillary's lawn demanding comment on this? Why isn't Schumer asked to? Why isn't he asked for comment not only on Weinstein, but to send the money back? And how about we see the computers that Anthony Weiner was using in Chuck Schumer's office? Was he aware of any of this? No, there was no.
And I have some chilling sound for you. This is Harvey Weinstein talking about what he and Bill Clinton used to do together. Listen to this.
And I'm going to tell you, the president and I saw so many movies together. I'm not kidding, by the way. We saw so many movies together.
All I can think, Howie, is, wow, that is a guy I would like to see showering.
And you know what? All I can think right now is, how could it take Ashley Judd so long? This champion of feminism, this champion of women's rights. How could it, the nasty woman who we all came to know at her Women's March speech, her infamous Women's March speech.
I am a nasty woman. I'm not as nasty as a man who looks like he bathes in Cheeto dust. A man whose words are a diss track to America. Electoral college sanctioned hate speech contaminating this national anthem. I'm not as nasty as Confederate flags being tattooed across my city. Maybe the South actually is gonna rise again. Maybe for some, it never really fell. Blacks are still in shackles and graves just for being black. Slavery has been reinterpreted as the prison system in front of people who see melanin as animal skin. I am not as nasty as a swastika painted on a pride flag. And I didn't know devils could be resurrected, but I feel Hitler in these streets. A mustache traded for a toupee. Nazis renamed the cabinet electroconversion therapy, the new gas chambers, shaming the gay out of America, turning rainbows into suicide notes. I am not as nasty as racism, fraud, conflict of interest, homophobia, sexual assault, transphobia, white supremacy, misogyny, ignorance, white privilege.
One leftist trope after another. White privilege, misogyny, institutional sexism, racism, they're Nazis, they're Confederates. One trope after another. That would have been a good time to mention. That would have been a very, very good time at the Women's March to mention her experience with Harvey Weinstein, where she was sexually harassed by Harvey Weinstein. No, she made fun of Donald Trump for powdering his face with Cheeto dust. Ashley Judd, you want to do something good for women? Stick a pie in it. You're not helping very much.
He won't stop until he's the top-rated radio talk show host in America.
What kind of weird competitive freak are you?
This is the Kevin Jackson Radio Show.